Hi, my name's Nate Nicholson. About 8 months ago, I had a mental breakdown at work that I'm still going through right now. Don't know why it happened, don't know what caused it, so I've started to do these videos. Essentially, it's going to be just for me to familiarize myself with talking to people again and getting back out in the world. Because as it is, these last 8 months, these walls you're looking at behind me, this has been my safe place. Anywhere past my door, I get really anxious. Anywhere outside, I start hyperventilating. I start breathing heavy. And what's crazy is I've never been this way. I've always been an extrovert. I've been in sales my whole life. So through the process of these videos, I want to go over a few things and see if maybe I notice something that can help me, or maybe you notice something that could help me, or maybe we can help each other during this process. If it's one person, if it's a million people, that's not the point. For me, it's growth and to get better. So let's start at the beginning so I can give you a full perspective of my life. Shouldn't take too long. January 95, I had a brain tumor. It was on my brainstem. In and out of surgery. A couple months later, I'm back on the basketball court and baseball field playing. No big deal. Doctors were amazed. Unfortunately, about a year later, though, I had another tumor in my spine. Now, that one was much more significant. That was about a 12-hour surgery, and when I woke up, I was completely paralyzed from the chest down. Couldn't move, couldn't walk. Was kind of freaked out. That wasn't part of the deal. I didn't know that was going to happen. So it was a lot for a 16-year-old kid to go through. Now, as you can see, I'm up right now. I do walk with a cane now, and I have to wear what they call an AFO, which goes inside the shoe. And what it does is it keeps my foot from just hanging there and kind of hold it up. If you kind of see inside how it works. Those are some nice maxes though, right? So since I already have enough challenges, what I didn't need is a mental breakdown to go on top of everything else. So when this happened, this is Louie, by the way. You say hi, Louie. He's been my emotionally support animal this whole time. He has not left my side. And back there you see Mickey. He's passed out. He's a puppy though, so he doesn't really know what's going on. Sorry, let me get back on track. So this all started on that 28th. Like I said, I went to the ER. They said I was a bit of health, except for the fact the anxiety. And they didn't really give me anything to take for it, except they gave me a muscle relaxer inside the ER. Didn't really do anything for me. I begged and pleaded for them to give me something else and was frustrated. They ended up putting me into a suicide room because they said I might be suicidal at this point. I can't remember what I said, but I must have said something to them for them to do that. Now at the time, I was upset, but it turned out to be a good thing. While I was in there, a psychiatrist came in there. I told her what was going on, and she prescribed me, I think it was a lorazepam for that evening. I took it, was there for about 20 minutes. On the way home, my wife was driving me home, and I was out, completely Z's. By the time I got home, I slept all night long. Woke up the next morning, the first few seconds I was up, I felt great, and then the anxiety just poured over me. All I could do was lay right here with the fan on, the lights off, and Louie next to me, and just breathe. And that's all I could do to get past that. Now I went to doctor a couple times, and we went through about 6 or 7 medications before I finally found one that started to work. It's called Effexor, and it's EFFEXOR, I believe, and it was mainly for anxiety. The minute I took it, within a day or two, I felt better. I could leave my room. I went out into the kitchen. Within 3 or 4 days, I was outside in my front yard. Now anything past that, though, it's too much for me. I worry that I'm going to get in public and I'm going to have a meltdown and I'm not going to know what to do. And that's my biggest fear right now with this whole situation. I have started seeing a counselor. That's definitely helped. He's more of a faith-based counselor than, a psychologist, because I do feel, praying helps during this time. I feel that if I hadn't prayed during these 6 or 8 months, I'm not sure I could have gotten through what I got through or what I am currently going through. It's been tough. I promised myself that I wouldn't stop the camera if I started having an attack. So just bear with me for a minute, because this is a lot for me. I've also noticed that my thoughts don't come out as easily as what they did before. I'm having a hard time remembering certain words that are basic words. Like the other night I couldn't think of the word fork for whatever reason. So I'm noticing it's not just a physical thing, but it's also a mental thing and cognitive thing on how you push through and you perceive what you're seeing and what you're doing. So right now, guys, I wanted to start this to see if we could connect on helping each other, maybe me helping you, or like I said before, you helping me and vice versa. I mean, I'm fresh into this also. I'm just hoping that I can reach somebody out there that's also fresh into this, and maybe that's also a paraplegic that's going through this. It's taken a long time for me to accept being a paraplegic, and by the grace of God go I that I've been able to work as long as I have. Now, unfortunately, I just lost my job here a week or so ago because of this mental breakdown and all my mental or physical things. So I'm at a weird place right now in my life at 44 years old. So
damn. I'm sorry.
So I'm sure this'll fix itself too. But for now, I want to thank you guys for listening and watching. And if you could, like and subscribe, and maybe we can help each other more on. Thank you. God bless.